You were talking to Jerry about because he had such a deep emotional experience that he somehow doesn't want to let his guard down that much to go there. And you said he might be missing something. Well, I have a similar thing in where I'm always Pollyanna, because I kind of feel something negative happening. I'll go into the negative, I'll feel it, and I'll just shut it off right then. But then you've been talking about you need to be honest if you're not with your emotions, just like you don't paint a gas gauge on your car.
You don't want to put a happy face over your gas gauge because it keeps telling you your tank is empty.
Yeah.
You want to know when your tank is empty, and it's the same sort of thing, yes.
So if I let myself go there, because you said don't be afraid of negative emotions, I let myself go there, then I...
But here's the thing that we want you to hear. You're saying, I don't let myself go there. And we say, you're going where you're going. In other words, the way you feel is the way you feel. And you can cover it up with words and smiles, but the way you feel is your point of attraction. So it's really worth acknowledging how you feel and then reaching for relief from how you feel.
Yeah, and I'm practicing that.
Yes.
Now, what happens if, let's say, you've hit a feeling and you're going to change it, but somebody says, "Hey, how are you doing?" Now, my normal thing is great, you know.
Well, that's what we would say. In other words,
okay, so you wouldn't be truthful and honest then. You go, "Oh, yeah, I just hit it, whatever," but I'll get it. I'm changing it. I mean, you.
Well, first of all, the people who are coming to you are usually somewhere in the vibrational proximity that you are anyway. In other words, you can almost tell how you're feeling by which friends are calling you these days, because you reach out into the vibrational ethers and summon them in. But we would not put words to our negativity, because that just causes a focal point that causes more people then to want to help fix it and just shines a greater spotlight. But we would say to ourselves, it's all right that I don't feel all this good, because I can get to wherever I want to be. Now let's see, where am I and what am I reaching for? I'm reaching for a little bit of relief and then find it.
And then around your kids, I mean, I'm always happy because I want them to be happy. But sometimes, I'm in the middle of like changing an emotion or something. Would you be honest then, or would you just...
Well, it depends on how much time you spend together. We always say that as a parent who is rearing children, it is much better if you are real than if you are pretending, because that's how you all learned your mixed signals. In other words, that's why so many people don't really know or recognize how they feel or understand the importance of the way they feel. So if you're feeling one thing and pretending to feel another, your children are getting such mixed signals about all of that then in time they lose touch with their own emotions and they begin to mimic you as well. But if instead you say to them, I'm not feeling very good, but I want to, and I'm going to work my way through this, and then they actually see your mood improving, now they aren't afraid of their emotions anymore. We don't want you to fear your emotions. We want you to utilize them in the same way that you utilize your maps, or in the same way that you utilize any guidance. We would say to our kids, I was depressed and now I'm experiencing the sweet relief of rage. And you're helping me because it's easy to be mad at you. Thank you for the distraction. And don't worry, I'm not going to stay here because my goal is really to love you. I just can't find that feeling right now. Eventually I'll get there because I'm determined to, but don't mind me. I'm just going to fume here for a little while on my way to the sweet relief of frustration. And when I get to frustration, we'll talk. Yes. Well, here's the most important thing we want to give to you. Don't say, I think I feel good. Do I really?
Yeah.
I think I feel good, but I probably don't feel as good as I think I feel. That's sort of just asking for it. Just say, I think I feel good, and I think I'm going to feel even better. There may be something that happens that will activate something that will give you a little dip in the way you feel, but it will not unsteady you enough that you will lose your footing on this. Good time for a segment of refreshment. Yeah. We are complete.